everybody, this is Tambiota, and I'm back with another Transformers video review. So I've actually got an early release of the Titans Return 2-pack with Wingspan and Cloudraker. These are the counterparts to the two clones that came out in the exclusive 5-packs. This is actually the set that's supposed to come out in Walgreens probably later on this year. So I want to say thank you to Toy Dojo. They were the ones that I actually bought this from. So I don't know if they have any more at the time of this recording. I haven't checked, but I know that they didn't sell out right away. So that was a good sign. But I don't know as of right now if they actually have them. So go on there, check it out, see if they have them. If they do, order it from them. Very, 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 very fast shipping. So. As you can see, this is the box. It actually doesn't have the sticker for the Walgreens on there, so I don't know if that's something that the store is actually going to add later on. And unfortunately, I don't have Fast Clash or Pounce because I didn't get those. Well, one of them's out, and one of them was on pre-order, but like sold out super quick. So I never saw that was exclusive to Toys R Us. Chaos on Velocitron. I never saw that at the store. And Big Bad Toy Stores, they're sold out way before I was even able to put in some kind of pre-order for it. So I don't know if they're going to release more later on. Hopefully they will. There were some rumors. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't see it on the Transformers Wiki anymore. That's kind of where I get a lot of my information for the figures and stuff. They used to have a posting on there of the other two being Amazon exclusive, so I don't know if that's true anymore or not, because they've taken that down. So if they do get that exclusive, that'll be a lot easier for me to get, because I don't know if I want to pay those outrageous prices for the for those 5 sets for the Siege and Cybertron and the Chaos on Velocitron. So if I can get them at some normal price instead of the outrageous prices that they're going for right now, hopefully I'll be able to review those. I know I've been gone for a while. I got a whole bunch of loose figures from Titans Returns that I need to do reviews of. And I know normally my reviews consist of stuff carded and in box and then taking them out. Well, I had kind of gotten behind because I wasn't really able to afford to keep up with them and stuff like that. I kind of got behind. So I was able to buy somebody's lot secondhand, and so I have those, but I have no boxes. They weren't in the cards. A lot of them don't have the tech spec cards on them, so I'll be bringing those out here and there. So look forward to those. Let's go ahead and get into these figures because I spent enough time talking about the past. Let's start moving forward. Alright, so here's the box with the two figures, as you can see, and then they have them in their alt modes, just in like a fantasy scene, as it says right here, with them flying around and such. But if you look on the side, you have the Decepticon symbol. You have a Decepticon symbol here, but it's kind of weird because it's both Autobot and Decepticon all in one. So you got those pictures there again. You come to the back, you can see the two figures here. There is the import label here. This is a sticker on the back there, and here are basically the two figures in their both modes, in the robot modes and their alt modes. It says about 7 steps to convert Wingspan into his robot to his alt mode, which is I think it's supposed to be a Condor. And then Cloudraker takes about 9 steps to transform into his Cybertronian jet. So then on the bottom we have these the warning labels and such. So, well, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box so we can check him out. Alright, so I'm back, and here I have Wingspan and Cloudraker out of the box, and they are in the mode that they actually came in the box, which is their robot modes. So there's a couple of things that are in the box with them. They do have their little cards, little bio cards. Not really bio cards, it's just a picture with tech specs on the back. But as you can see, his actual number 1 attribute is his speed. That's for Cloudraker. And then for Wingspan, we have his card here. And his number 1 attribute is his intelligence. So And then it comes with the instructions, and I thought that there would be 2 sets of instructions, but there's not. There's actually one. So it has both Cloudraker and Wingspan on it, basically one on one side and one on the other. So let's go ahead and get into transformation. We'll start off with Cloudraker first, and then we'll move on to Wingspan. So we have Cloudraker here, and at first I thought that these were rub symbols. They're actually just paint. So to transform him into his alt mode, which is a like a Cybertronian jet, basically the first thing you want to do is you want to take the arms and you want to fold in the fists, and you want to flip up the arms, or rotate those up like this. And then you want to come back here and you want to give him the splits. And then you want to take these wing bits that are wrapped around his leg and unfold those and fold it all the way out like this, and then point his toe down. So I'm going to do that again. Fold this bit up and fold this all the way out, flip in that, and so next we want to rotate the arms up like this. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and rotate the head around, because he has a fin on there. It kind of gets stuck if you push these up first. So push those up, and then we want to take this, and you'll see that there is a tab right here, and there is the little hole right there. So I'll go ahead and move that in, and then that will tab into right there. So we have that. And then we want to do that with this side and tab that in. And then next what we'll do is we'll take this piece, and this is going to fold out and around like this, and then you have to tuck this kind of under this piece right here. And then once you do that, he is almost complete. Next, he has a like a little kickstand, or a little little landing gear, and that completes the transformation right there. That's it. So, all right. So now for Wingspan, go ahead and bring him in. And first thing you want to do is you want to rotate the arms around and rotate them forward. Try to get them as far in as possible, like that. And then you want to rotate the feet out like this. And then you're going to bring, it's kind of weird, you'll bring this out like this at basically where the hip joint is. So you can pull this out like this, and you want to take and rotate and plug it into this piece right here. So let's show this again. So this is out like this, so you'll bend it and then kind of rotate it in, and then it kind of tabs in a little bit into there. So then what you do is flip out the wing tips, and then you want to rotate the head around and flip the beast head, or the bird head, forward. So, and then basically that's Wingspan transformed right there. That's him in his alt mode. So bring Cloudraker back in, and they do kind of have spots for Titan Masters to ride on them. I wouldn't say that they're piloting them. They're more riding on top of them. But so here's the Megatron Titan Master, and if you look right here, you can see that there's kind of a spot that looks like a seat, and this is the spot where this tabs in. So like that. And here is the Optimus Titan Master. And this will kind of tab into there and see how he's just kind of sitting on top. He's not really piloting, he's just sitting on top. I think the wingspan looks a little bit better because it looks like basically he's riding on the top of a giant griffin type thing. So there's a couple places. One of them says hawk, one of them says eagle. He's just a big bird. So yeah, these are the two of them that are the flyers. The other two that came in, the other packs are the two ground vehicles, a car and I think it's supposed to be a leopard. It's some kind of cat. So I think he's actually supposed to be a leopard. So those are the two ground versions of the clones. So hopefully at some point I might be able to get those and review them. We'll just have to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and show how to transform them back into their vehicle, or sorry, not their vehicle modes, into their robot modes. So we'll go ahead and we'll take these guys off. And it's kind of a preview, like I said earlier, where I had have some guys that I haven't reviewed yet. Just need to make the time to do that. But I do have a lot of figures that I need to bring you guys. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with wingspan here. And you just want to take the legs and you're just folding them back down, flipping up the tips of the wings. And then you take and just flip. No, actually, let's do this first because I think it goes along the side of the head. Yeah. All right. So do that. Rotate the arms. And then rotate the head around. So you can see that actually does not take very long to actually transform him. Just doing it step by step is what takes time. So here, we'll go ahead and show this real quickly, how to transform him back. So first thing we need to do is, I accidentally did that with the finger and you weren't able to see that. Just underneath here is flipping up this this landing gear here. So you pull this down and then this goes up and then flips back down to go on his back, and just take the legs. We want to move those down a little bit, but before we push them all the way together, we want to go ahead and flip out the or flatten the foot and then wrap the wings around the legs. So we'll push these down. They kind of clap or kind of snap into place, so they're not flopping around and such. So flip this forward, rotate his head around, rotate the arms down, and then flip out the fists. And there is Cloudraker back in his robot mode. So real quickly, I'll go ahead and show his articulation in this mode. The guys really didn't have a lot of articulation. The only one that would have had anything was this guy, and there's nothing really. Maybe you can make the wings flap. I don't really think you can. Let's see here. Because of the way that it locks into place, there's nothing really you can do. You can kind of go like this, but it doesn't really stay. So if you fold it down, it becomes untabbed, or fold it up too far, it becomes untabbed. So. Alright, so these guys have the same exact articulation in their robot mode. So the head, it can swivel, it can turn all the way around. You have a ball joint here up in the shoulder, so you can move it forward, back, out to the side. ball joint in the elbow, so you can do all kinds of things. And then there's even a swivel right here up above the elbow joint. I don't know if they have it in both. Yep, they do. Nope, it actually doesn't have this in that one, so it's only on this one that where he has that swivel. And I don't know why they add that in there. That seems to be kind of a waste because this is a ball joint. You'd be able to do all that within that ball joint. So, coming here to the legs, you have the hip joint right here. You can go out to the side, forward, back. This can flip up, so you can go a little bit further back, but it's hindered because of this. But that's a ball joint, and then right above it is a measuring peg, so that you can rotate that around. Then you have your knee joint, and that's about it. So coming over to Cloudraker, basically the same set of articulation on this guy too. So when you come over here, the head, it turns. It looks kind of like maybe you could pull this fin up, but it's not. There's nothing you can do with that. Because there's a peg in there or a pin in there, the pin's just holding it in. There's nothing you can really do, but you can turn it left and right. You got the ball joint again, forward, back, out to the side. A ball joint at the elbow. Now, like I was saying before, there's nothing in here up above the elbow, but you really don't need it because the ball joint facilitates all of that movement that you would have with that. So it's really not really needed. It's not really needed. But coming down here to the waist, you have the ball joint. You're not hindered by the beak or by the tail feathers. But you have to push up the nose cone to basically move his leg all the way back, move forward. You have the twist here, right above the knee. Then you have your elbow joint or your knee joint. Right down there. You can move the foot a little bit, but that's mainly due to transformation. So, all right. Alright, so it's going to go ahead and conclude my review of Cloudraker and Wingspan. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. Like, subscribe. Like always, I'm on Facebook. This has been Tambiota. I'll see you guys next time.